Hello, hello, hello! Happy Chinese New Year! 恭喜发财,恭喜发财 everyone. So, as you can see, I'm still in my red shirt because today is the sixth day of Chinese New Year. In the Chinese culture, we actually celebrate Chinese New Year for 15 days. So I hope you have a good break during Chinese New Year for the first few days. Even you do not celebrate Chinese New Year, that's okay. I hope you had a very good weekend break and enjoy the atmosphere of Chinese New Year. So today I'm going to talk about what does February 4th mean in Feng Shui and what should you do. So before I talk about the February 4th, what does it mean? I would like to bring you to the awareness that there are actually different calendars. So in Feng Shui, we actually look at the solar calendar. And according to the solar calendar, February 4th is the start of spring, is the beginning of spring. That means in the solar calendar, February 4th is the new year. Unlike Chinese New Year is actually um it's the Chinese New Year goes according to the lunar calendar. So what's the difference between the solar calendar and the lunar calendar? The solar calendar is we actually look at the sun, whereas the lunar calendar is we actually look at the moon. So should I look at the sun or should I look at the moon? Or when should I look at the sun and moon? Or should I look at them both together? Okay, so well, so in those days, okay, um for the farmers, okay, the farmers will actually look at the sun because the farmer has to know when is the start of spring and then when they should start growing, okay, when they should start seeding, planting, and then they will look at the sun according to the 24 solar terms in a year. Well, there are 24 solar terms in a year anyway, and then they will know when to start seeding, when to start planting, when to water, and when to harvest, and blah blah blah. So the farmers will actually look at the solar calendar, whereas the fishermen, they will look at the lunar calendar because the lunar calendar is when they know there's a high tide, when there's a low tide, and when they should go out to fish and when they should come home. Whereas Chinese New Year is go according to the lunar calendar, and basically from what I understand is most of the Chinese celebrations go with lunar calendar. And whereas feng shui calculation actually goes with the solar calendar. And of course, this is 100% different from the standard calendar we use. Like today is February the 3rd, okay? Whereas solar calendar is usually the start of spring in solar calendar is usually on February the 4th. But actually, okay, let's come back to our topic today. What does it mean now, February 4th? So basically, February 4th is the start of spring, and that is the beginning of a new year. So when we say, oh, 2025 is the year of wood snake is the year of snake, it actually starts on February the 4th. It doesn't start on January 1st, and it doesn't start on the 29th of January, which is the first day of lunar calendar. So the year of wood snake actually starts tomorrow, February the 4th. Usually it is start on February the 4th. Whereas for 2025 this year, um, the calendar actually starts slightly earlier, which is it will start on February the 3rd at 10 o'clock 10. It actually starts 10:10 in the evening. So that is a very precise calculation when the new year will start. Okay, so I have talked about what does it mean. So that is basically the beginning of spring, and we want to welcome spring. We want to welcome New Year. We want to welcome the best energy and catch hold of the good energy so that in our 2025 we can all go prosperous. We can all be successful and make success our friends. Okay, and so we can make our life easy. That's that's all what we want, isn't it? So, what should you do on February the 3rd, 2025 at 10:10 in the evening? All right, because this this start of spring actually begins at night. So we try not to activate that energy, although it is the start, because usually we say at night that is yin, which is very, how should I put it in words? Yin means very, well, can be very soft, very gentle, but yin also means like it's the time you go to bed. It's not the time you want to start your job. It's not the time you want to start your day. And it is also very weird to start your new year at night. So, although it starts at that time, according to how all the planets orbit in our solar system, but we try to celebrate it the next morning. As long as it is still within the 24 hours, that is okay. You are still getting the best energy. You can still catch that energy and make it work for you throughout 2025. All right. So, and by the way, another tip is if any feng shui masters ask you to activate the energy at night, that is usually, I wouldn't say it's wrong, but generally we don't do that. Okay? All right, let's make it clear. So, um, what should we do on February the 4th? Let's have a look. I'm just going to open my notes, but I'm not going to share that with you. Okay, so um, as long as we do it within 24 hours, that's all right. So the time I have chosen for you is actually the next morning between 9 to 11 a.m. That is in the morning. So that is actually the best time if you can do this. If you can't, you can actually start at 7 o'clock. Okay, because I know you would say, Ian, Master Ian, I'm going to work. I have to work. I have to send my children to school. I have to do this. I have to do that. If between 9 to 11 a.m. is not available to you, you can start from 7 o'clock. Okay, and why in feng shui I always say 2 hours, 2 hours, because one feng shui hour equals to 2 hours. So instead of 24 hours a day, there are actually only 12 hours, like 12 feng shui hours in one day. So when I talk about time, you can always say that it is always 2 hours, 2 hours, and 2 hours. Okay, so again, February the 4th from 9 to 11 a.m. is the best time for you to activate the best energy. If you really can't because you are you have to work or whatever it is, you can start from 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock is also a good time because that's usually when the sun rise. All right, so come with me. Excuse me. So when it is the beginning of spring, we know that all the plants, okay, will start to grow. Hmm? The leaves will start to grow, the flowers will start to grow and blossom, and as well as the grass. Actually, the first thing that will grow is the grass because it is closest to the earth, and the grass is the first who will get the energy from the earth. So the grass has the most energy and grab the most energy in the beginning of spring. So when we know when is spring, of course we can see that the leaves start to grow, the flower will start to grow. But before all this happen, we can see the grass starts to grow. And when the grass starts to grow, and slowly all the plants start to grow, then only the animals will start to wake up, because that is when they have food supply, they have resources. Okay, so the first thing is the grass. It will start to grow. And because the beginning of spring has a very strong energy from the earth, so the first thing you should do is go out of your house and go barefoot, and then have your foot get in touch with the earth. Get yourself in touch with the earth, so that these the start of the energy will um in touch with you, with your body, through your legs. And then of course it will give you a good mindset, okay, and a clear mind, okay, a clear intellect, to know what you want to start doing in this new year of 2025. So once you get all this good energy in the very beginning of spring, this energy, of course, with this energy, we are looking that this energy would boost up in all aspects in our life, in our career, in our family, relationship with people, in our health. Health is such a big thing nowadays. And of course, our mental health. Okay, so this is the first thing you want to do on February 4th, 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, if you really want to do it at night, you can, but I wouldn't recommend that because you're absorbing all the yin energy instead of yang energy. So yin is also like the moon, and yang is the sun. I will suggest you to absorb the yang energy instead of yin energy. All right. So that's clear. The first thing, go and get in touch with the earth and get the best energy for yourself. Remember to bring your families and friends together too. Okay, let's move on. What's next? Okay, the other thing is because it is February 4th, the beginning of spring. So we also like a lot of energy. When we talk about energy, it's always related to fire. Fire represents energy, fire represents passion, fire represents motivation, fire, okay, in the five elements, fire represents hope. So, in the beginning of spring, okay, this one you can actually do it at night if you want. On the February 3rd at 10:10 at night. You can start from that because this will be done indoor. You can get a small barbecue. What's that called? A small barbecue stove. Okay, okay, and then put it in the middle of your house, and then start a fire. Of course, if you want to start a fire at home in the house, you have to be very, very careful. Remember, safety always come first. I want your beginning of spring to be filled of hope energy, motivation, and happiness, but not something blah blah blah. Anyway, so if you want to start a fire in the middle of the house, you have to be very, 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 very careful. So for this one, you can actually start from 10:10. So once before starting the fire, I will suggest you to close all the windows and all the doors in your house at 9 o'clock, because we want to shut the 2024, and then when time comes at 10:10, you can open specific windows to welcome the good energy to come in. So this what are the specific windows or doors? So in 2025, the good energy, they are coming from the east, southeast, as well as southwest. Okay, so these are the three good energies that are coming from 2025. I repeat again: east, southeast, and southwest. So in your house, when you want to shut down all the windows and doors at 9 o'clock, and when time come at 10:10, you can open the windows or the door at these three sections first. Okay, you just open these three sections. If you don't have a window in the east, I'm sure you will have a window or a door in the, excuse me, in the southeast. If you don't have one in southeast, I'm sure there's one in southwest. So these are the three sections you can choose. If you have a door or a window at all these three sections, you can open all of them. Okay? So when 10:10 comes, open all these open all the windows or door at these three sections, and then you start the fire and put the fire in the middle of your house. I know you have a lot of questions. People will be asking me, can I light a candle? Okay, lighting a candle doesn't have enough energy to boost up the whole energy of the whole house, because a house is quite big. Okay, so if you don't have a barbecue stove, or you don't have any stove to start the fire in the middle of the house, and candle, if candle is the only option, you can actually burn 10 candles or 20 candles if you want. And again, safety first. So you can start burning the candle from 10:10. Of course, different, there are many different calculations. Some say it will start at 10:10, some says it will start at 10:11, some says it will start at 10:12, but I will just go with 10:10. All right, so you can start the fire for about 15 minutes. No, wait. I would suggest you to start the fire for about 49 minutes. Yes, 49 is good. Okay, so start the fire for 49 minutes, and then, yeah, there you go. To start that very good energy, to boost it up, so this energy, so the energy of your house is all boosted up. So for this, you can do it on the 3rd of February at 10:10 at night. Okay, let's move on. And then the next thing is, because it is beginning of spring, it's not only the energy from the earth is very good, but the energy from the sun is also very good, because this is the beginning of spring. So Because the sun is also very good, you can actually go for a sun bath. It's not only you can go for earthing and sun bath, even some of the things that you always use, for example, your bed sheet, your pillows, your mattress, and even some clothes, okay, and your shoes, and maybe the cookware, your pan or wok, okay, something that you use regularly. It is also very good for to put them out under the sun for a sun bath. If you don't like them to be getting in touch with the earth, that's okay. All right, but the sun is also very good. So let's go for a good sun bath from 9 o'clock. Some country 9 o'clock may be not very hot, still not too hot, but for some other countries 9 o'clock might be a little bit warm. So you don't have to stay under the sun throughout the 2 hours. 15 minutes will do. Whereas the all other items you can leave them there for 2 hours or half a day. That's up to you. Okay? But at least start at 9 o'clock. If you really can't do it at 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock is also okay. Right, let's move on. Aha, this is the last one, and this is the most interesting one. As we know, it's going to be the beginning of spring. So it is also very good if someone give you a red packet on that day. What is a red packet? This is a red packet. So it is very good on that day in the beginning of spring if you give someone a red packet or someone give you a red packet. It means that just right starting in the beginning of spring, there is some wealth coming into your pocket. That is a very good and auspicious sign. If you don't have the red packet, don't worry. You can also do a bank transfer. You can go to the ATM, put some money into your wife's account, your husband's account, or your children's account, your partner's account, your parents' account as well. Just transfer them some money. Or even you do a bank transfer online through your phone. That is also very, very, very auspicious. It's just meaning that starting in the beginning of spring, there is some wealth coming into you, into your treasure box. Okay, so you can actually do it at 9 o'clock on February the 4th, or even if you want to do it the night before at 10:10, that is also okay. But I will actually do it on the February of 4th at 9 o'clock because that is Yang energy, that is the day energy, and they represent happiness. Okay, so I think that is pretty much all I would like to say about um, February 4th, the start of spring, the beginning of spring. And again, once again, Happy Chinese New Year! 恭喜发财,okay? And in the Chinese culture, this is so interesting. Someone just told me that in all other cultures, when it is New Year, everyone just say Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. But in the Chinese culture, the first thing they say is 恭喜发财,利是到来. 恭喜发财 actually it literally means congratulations, there are wealth coming into your pocket. So this is such a culture that the Chinese actually understand that from even from the past, they understand that as long as there's wealth coming into your pocket, as long as there's prosperous, you will be happy, you'll be healthy, your life will be easy, everything will go smooth and success and go successful. Okay, so once again, a very, very happy Chinese New Year, 恭喜發財, huh? 恭喜發財. And also, I hope you enjoy this video. And then, get ready for the beginning of spring on February 4th. I'll see you next time. This is Ian Ho. All the best.